everybody, we are going to check out the Muppet Show. So this comes out actually this year, not that far away. It comes out February 4th. Now, this is a special. It's not a whole new reboot of the show, although fingers crossed, we're hoping that's the case. So we'll see what Disney decides to do with this as well. So before we get started, for some strange reason, I just recorded my Alice in Wonderland reaction. For some strange reason, my microphone hasn't mucking up. I've been trying to figure out what's going on. Like I said, I'm still getting used to, recording stuff on my laptop and using a microphone instead of recording stuff on my iPad. So it hasn't been a big adjustment to that, but I'm getting there slowly. So yeah, so hopefully this one doesn't feel so blurry. I apologize about my Superman one. It's okay. It's just, I don't know, like, it must have picked up the noise in the background, apparently. I don't know what's going on there. So let's see if this is a bit better. So yeah. Anyway, so this comes out literally in February, so we're not that far off. We're literally in January 2026 at the moment. What's going on there? We're literally in January 2026 at the moment, so it's not that far away when you think about it. So I have seen the Muppet Show. I saw it on Disney Plus. So the actual original Muppet Show came out in 1974. So I was not around then. I wasn't even fought as well to a degree. So yeah, so this was before way when I was born, because I was born like in the 2000s and stuff. So yeah, so if you have not seen the Muppet Show, it's been a long time because now we are in 2026, so it's been a while since the Muppet Show, aired and stuff when you think about it as well. So yeah, so you can go, if you have not seen it, you can go and check it out on Disney Plus. All the episodes are on there, I think. Although I've seen a couple of Instagram clips of the show myself, like, I don't remember that being on exclusively on Disney Plus, so maybe I have to go and see what missing episodes they didn't put on Disney Plus. Maybe there's a reason why they didn't even put the Superman. Did they put the Superman one up there? I can't remember. Like I said, it's been a while since I watched the actual Muppet Show myself, so I don't know if there's some missed episodes or not, because sometimes I see a clip and I'm like, did I see that? Did I not see that? Was that on Disney Plus? Was it not? So it's interesting, but yeah. But if you have not seen the Muppet Show, I suggest you go check it out on Disney Plus as well. So yeah, so anyway, besides that, yes, we're going to talk about what the Muppets did, during this decade. We're not talking about the 80s movies or anything. We're going to talk about what they did previously, okay? So back in 2011, they had their own reboot of the Muppets movie with Jason Segel and Amy Adams. I was going to say Amy Sedaris. What? Jason Segel and Amy Adams. I didn't see that movie till I was a little bit older, to be honest with you, because I was a little bit freaked out about the Muppets first off when I was a lot younger. But yeah, I did see it eventually. Good movie. It was a good movie. But, so they did that. So in 2014, this was like a while ago now. In 2014, they did a sequel to the Muppet movie, the 2011 one, not the other ones, not the first original Muppet movie as well. So they did one back in 2014 called Muppets Most Wanted. I saw that movie when I was a kid. It scared me a bit because of the scene where Constantine, plants a bomb somewhere, so that kind of freaked me out. But besides that, I thought it was a really good movie. I rewatched it a while ago. I haven't seen it in a long time. But I rewatched it when I was a little bit older, and I gotta say, I like that movie. It's really good stuff. It's interesting when you reboot something. Like, we'll just talk about Jurassic World and how that's doing significantly well ever since those Jurassic Park movies came out back in the day. It's interesting that the Muppets are still, they have been absent for quite a while. Disney is not sure what to do with them, but I think they're on the right track here if they get this, significantly well. Like, if they do this really, really good, like if people, start, say, oh, we want this, we want that. So let's see, because the audience is super important. Sometimes the audience these days can be very critical with their opinions. I object, I don't think they should do this, or I don't think, we all have opinions, right? So it's not something new, but it's like, I object to this, what the heck are they doing? So we have our opinions. So I think audience drive as well as like, what the heck did you do to Muppets? What did you have to do? What the heck, did you do with Shrek? Obviously, so we have, I think people listening to us say, look, we don't want this brand to go, underway, like go away or anything. We want it to come back, but do it in a way where it's still original for people who grew up with the show, because obviously people grown up with the Muppets. I think my mum grew up with the Muppets at one point too. So yeah, so you gotta have both audiences, both adults and also kids. I'm not sure kids should watch the show, to be honest with you. It's very out there, very wild, like the Looney Tunes. Like the Looney Tunes is a very adult brand. I do think the Muppets in some capacity is a adult brand as well. So let's see what they do. Also, speaking of, so they did those two movies. Those are only two movies that they did in the 2000s, obviously. Then they did an ABC show, which I still see clips to this day, and it's a really good show. When it premiered, it wasn't on Disney Plus, because Disney Plus wasn't around then. Disney Plus was created during the pandemic, obviously, if you remember that. But people were raving about that show. They thought it was great, but unfortunately they canceled it during the last season. There was a big cliffhanger, obviously, in the show, if you have seen it as well. But they decided to cancel it. I'm not sure why, because people were raving around like, oh, it's so good. Why did they cancel it? So there must be a reason why they canceled it as well. Then they had another movie. Was it 2020, 2022? Somewhere in between. So they had the Muppets Haunted Mansion, which I loved, although my mum did not like that movie as well. But I enjoyed it. I thought that was the peak return of the Muppets, to be honest with you. I thought that was the peak moment that the Muppets will return, but eventually it never went that way. But I thought it was a really good movie. I thought that was the peak of them coming back. Then they had a couple of little mini series. They had the Muppets Now, obviously, as well, which is sort of like an internet-based show. And I watched it with my mom, I think, a while ago, and she's like, "What? Why? Like, what? What?" Like, I enjoyed it, but I don't think people want to see the Muppets in, internet world and social media and stuff like that. Because I think people these days, because social media is such a big thing now, I think people try to replicate that in their brands and stuff. Like, don't do that to the brand. So maybe that's why people didn't like it. But I enjoyed it. But I don't think it was peak Muppeteer that we all expected to be honest with you. Also, now the Muppets, also had another series focused on the Muppets Mayhem. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I'm like, why do a whole show with the Muppets Mayhem without Kermit, Fozzie, and the gang? Like, that's ridiculous. Although I did watch it, and I thought it was really good. Unfortunately, they cancelled that series as well. So there's been a lot of cancellation with the Muppets recently. So let's see how this one goes, okay? I'm not getting my hopes too high up, but we'll see. If this goes really well, then Disney is in the right direction, which it is from the trailer we've seen as well. So let's see. So yeah, so also, I think it was last year. Yeah, last year they did a really cool booking ad, obviously. Booking ads, they have like famous celebrities. Obviously, they had Tina Fey do a booking ad. They had Melissa McCarthy do a booking ad. Melissa McCarthy do a booking ad a while ago. And they had the Muppets do a booking ad. And it was interesting. And people were very interested in that ad. I saw one person talking about the ad that dropped. And it was getting a lot of views on YouTube. So I think that's also them returning to what they know, which is really good as well. So that did significantly well. If you haven't seen it, it's so good, it's so funny. It reminds me of the animal ad that they did back in 2011. Oh, that was so funny. I saw an Instagram clip of that. Like, oh my god, I love this ad. It's basically about animals. And there's all types of different animals. And it's about the lifted tea, I think. They were promoting like some lifted tea. And it was so funny, like all the animals just around New York. Oh, it was hilarious. Like different types of animal Muppet characters. Oh, it was hilarious. Really good stuff there as well. Now, also, they just announced recently they're doing a Miss Piggy movie. So they have Jennifer Lawrence, Emma Stone is involved, which I'm so excited because I love Emma Stone. And then they've got a director attached to it as well. So I don't know if that's in development, but there's been talks about it as well. So let's see how that goes. Interesting that they're doing a Miss Piggy movie. I'm curious about this one thing. Will it just be focused on Miss Piggy, or will they have the other Muppets too? Because I think what was missing from the Muppets Mayhem, even though I love the show, is that we didn't get to see Gonzo, Kermit, Fozzie, and the Gang, like I said before. So will they be involved in this? Or is it just going to be Miss Piggy? I'm kind of nervous. Let's see what they decide to do. But yeah, let's see. But I'm kind of nervous because it's just going to be about Miss Piggy doing whatever it is. Then we're going to have a big problem. So let's see how this goes as well. So yeah, so anyway, we got the first trailer. The first trailer released a while ago, as well. Nothing too much in the teaser trailer, but that did drop. Also, this trailer actually dropped. The reason why this is so late also is because this was leaked. Was it leaked? I'm not sure. Apparently, the Muppets were doing some ABC thing. I've seen it around on Instagram and on YouTube that people were screen recording the trailer at the time because it was on YouTube yet. So I was waiting for this to drop on YouTube because I wasn't sure if I was going to react to it or not because it's so short. So, yeah. But anyway, you guys, I've reacted to like other Muppet stuff like Fraggle Rock, basically, the Jim Henson documentary as well. So why not do this one as well? Also, I did some other Muppet stuff like the Muppet movie reactions I'm doing. I did the Muppets Haunted Mansion one, which you guys are watching, even though I did that a while ago. So obviously you guys love this. So let's see how this one goes, performs on YouTube as well. So yeah, so I don't know if this trailer leaked, but I saw people, I saw some recordings of it on Instagram, obviously. And the reason why this dropped so late on YouTube was because it actually premiered on ABC, like I said before, but also it came on Instagram before it hit YouTube, which is a strange scenario because usually a trailer would drop on YouTube, then they would hit the social media. That's what they would usually do. But here, not so much. So yeah, so it was on Instagram for a bit. It took a little bit for it to go on YouTube, but it finally did. Like I said, this trailer premiered on ABC because the Muppets were doing some big feat apparently. Like even on the official social media of the Muppets, the actual page, they're coming back. They're coming back with a big swing this year. So I'm very excited for this as well. So yeah, so we finally got the actual trailer for this feed. So yeah, so it took a bit for it to hit YouTube, but we finally got the official trailer for this feed. So without further ado, let's look at the Muppet Show, shall we?
It's the return of the Muppet Show. Back on the very stage where it all started and then ended and is maybe starting again depending on how tonight goes.
You are an icon.
You're too sweet. Go on.
It's always been a dream of mine to be here.
Ooh, got any other dreams?
First of all, let me just say this. It looks really good, but it's very hard with a very short trailer because they, not only it's very short, but it doesn't give you a lot to, be excited for. But I'm still excited no matter what. But, I just wish that this trailer, because the teaser trailer was actually very short, and this trailer is also very, very short. So, even though it's a special, I would have liked the amount of the trailer to be more longer so we could have that extra little bit of time. So let's see. I will say it's good to see the Muppets back as well because it's been a while. They've been quite absent for a while, interestingly enough. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, I feel like going back to their roots and not see all the Muppets, even though they weren't showcased in the trailer a lot. Only we'll talk about that in a minute. But so that's to see them back. It's nice to see them back to their old roots with the Muppet Show, the one that started it all. So the Muppet Show came out. I think the Muppet Show came out before the movies did, because the first Muppet movie, the original one, came out in 1980 something. So the Muppet Show came out before the movies, obviously. So yeah, so I think someone said in the comments about Fraggle Rock comment reaction. Sorry, I can't remember what they said, but I'm pretty sure they said that, because I was wondering if, like, because Jim Henson has a lot of things, like he's got Fraggle Rock, Sesame Street, obviously, as well, so I was wondering what came first, and I think someone said, because Fraggle Rock, I think, came out after this or before. No, I think it was after. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was after this as well. So, yeah. Yeah. I didn't double check. Let me know in the comments if I'm correct on that. Did Fraggle Rock come out before this, or did Fraggle Rock come before this as well? I think it came out after this, I'm pretty sure. It came out after this, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, interesting. But it's nice to see them back in their old roots as well, how this, because you can see the originals on Disney Plus, but it's nice to see that they're going back to their original roots. So Disney's taking notes, like, what do we have to do in the Muppets? Bring them back to their old roots, you know, let's recreate the Muppet Show, sort of like a reboot or a special, and get them back to where they were before. So I think that's very smart. That's very smart as well. So we'll see how this goes. Also, where the heck is Kermit the Frog? As well, I know he's in snippets of the trailer, but we don't see him a lot, which is unfortunate, because I'm like, where is Kermit? Like, we don't see him any of the trailer. I mean, we do see a snippet of Fozzie. We don't even see, like, the Electric Mayhem, or we kind of see Gonzo a little bit, but we don't see a lot of them. And that's concerning. So let's see if they have more Kermit in the special. Let's see. They would have to, but I think they're trying to not give. I think they're trying to give not too much away. They want to make it a surprise. So I think that's really interesting to do as well. So let's see. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Although I'm very surprised and shocked that there's a lot of Miss Piggy in the trailer. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. I mean, obviously, Mother Mother's going to show up, but it's all focused on her. So I'm worried. I'm scared and worried at the same time, because the Muppets is like all of them, not just Miss Piggy herself. Although I think they're really trying to promote the Miss Piggy movie and see if Disney can do the Miss Piggy movie. So let's see how they react to. I think they're sort of like testing the waters a bit. Let's see how they react to Miss Piggy in the special with Sabrina Carpenter, obviously, which we'll talk about later on in this video. So they're trying to test the waters and see if they can do a Miss Piggy movie as well. So I think that's what they're trying to do, but let's see what they decide to do with this as well. I'm very concerned about this movie as well. Like, I love the talent involved. Like, Emma Stone. Oh my god, I love Emma Stone. But I'm worried what the movie's going to be about. Like, it's going to have the other Muppets in or just her. I'm nervous. Let's see what they decide to do with that as well. It's early days still, but let's see. They're really trying to promote this movie, even though this movie is not even in development yet, because it's early days still. So I think they're really trying to push the envelope a little further as well. Also, I love how the slapstick humor is back, like with Miss Piggy karate chopping the door in front of Kermit. That's classic Miss Piggy for you. So I like how they bring that back as well. Like, I think this Muppet reboot, this new special is going to be so slapstick humor. It's going to take so much essence of the Muppets back what they did in the original Muppet show, because that was very chaotic. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? It's so freaking chaotic. But that's the Muppets for you. The Muppets are a very chaotic group as well. They're funny and they're humorous and they're hilarious, which I love about them. So yeah, so that's also interesting. But I love the slapstick humor, and I think people go to What's Its End when, and I think people go What's Its End, they're going to love it as well. So yeah, so I think that's really cool to have the slapstick humor back in play as well. So let's talk about Miss Sabrina Carpenter, shall we? Oh, I love Sabrina Carpenter. I'm so glad she got this gig. She said, I was watching, because sometimes I see Sabrina Carpenter stuff, and she said, I think she said, like in an interview, saying that she loves Kermit the Frog and she would love to work with the Muppets, so I'm glad she got her wish came true. That's fantastic for her as well. So yeah, so she said that she loves Kermit the Frog, and I think she said, I don't know if she said she wanted to work with the Muppets, but she said she obviously likes Kermit the Frog. So you know, like, Disney's like, yes, get her in the special as well. Also, Seth Rogen is in the special as well. You know, he's executive producer, which I think is fantastic, because Seth Rogen can do so much. And also, he fits with the vibe of the Muppets a bit, because he has that kind of crude humor to him, which the Muppets have the essence of as well. So I think that it's a match made in heaven, basically, which I think is fantastic as well. So Disney's finally trying to get this right in some capacity as well. Yeah, so I'm glad they got someone who Because when I watched the original Muppet Show, I'm like, I don't know the heck of these people as well, because this was not during my time. So, you know, when celebrities say, oh, who's this person? I'm like, I don't know who that person is. That person, because that's like, what? I just found out the other day James Dean, sorry, was an actual real life person. I'm like, wait, James Dean? Because my mum was talking about it a while ago. I'm like, who the heck is James Dean? I've never heard that name. Is he a real person? Like, what? So it's fascinating how different generations and different decades, you know, grow up with celebrity actresses from that time period as well. Because we don't know them. I was like, I don't even know who this person is. So majority of the Muppets, sort of like, So most of the majority of the Muppet Show was mostly like older Hollywood stars, to be honest with you. I knew a couple, like I know Julie Andrews, Steve Martin, obviously Carol Channing, Carol Burnett. So I know those kind of people because they're still around today, and I know them obviously because I've seen Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music, not Mary Poppins. I saw her in The Sound of Music, so I know her. Then I know Steve Martin from Early Murders Ability, but also from Father of the Bride as well, because he was in that movie as well. So I know a couple of celebrities, like Diana Ross was in that one, so I know Diana Ross, but the other celebrities I do not know of. So I'm glad they got someone who's like very hot in today's time. Like Sabrina Carpenter is very, very hot right now, as you can see. You know, she's very popular. People love her. I love her. I think she's fantastic. But I'm glad they got someone that people can sort of like, so say, oh, hey, I know that person, you know. And obviously, they got someone not only because of that, but also I think like the younger generation might watch this as well. They might not know the Muppets, but obviously they might tune in to watch Sabrina Carpenter do a couple of skits as well. So yeah, so I think it's very interesting that they're tied all the audiences together. So let's see how that goes for them as well. So yeah, so I saw this on Instagram. So Sabrina Carpenter last year did a couple of concerts, okay, and she apparently arrested people, not for real, for fun, I guess. It was interesting. I was like, what's going on here? And then I saw Miss Piggy. I saw this on Instagram. I saw because people went to a show. Obviously, was screen recording the show, obviously, and so a screen recording Miss Piggy and with Barbara, I believe, I think that's what his name is, getting fake arrested. And it was so good. Like I didn't see all of it. I only saw a snippet of her, but I thought that was like the beginning of like, you know, something great about to happen. So maybe they put Miss Piggy there because they wanted Sabrina Carpenter to do the Muppet Show. I'm not sure. Was this before or after? Maybe they consider Sabrina Carpenter for the special guest star of the Muppets as well. Let's see what they decide to do with this as well. So also speaking of on Instagram, because they announced this on Instagram on their official Muppets page, obviously. So I commented saying like, oh my god, Sabrina Carpenter, what's next? Are they gonna put Ariana Grande? Now I love these two both you know, people, but I feel like Sabrina Carpenter and Ariana Grande have the same similar vibes, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure, you know, putting them together or putting them one after another is a good idea. But if you want to check out my comment, go and check it out. It's really cool. A lot of people replied to it actually, interesting enough, which is interesting. But yeah, Ariana Grande did say, which was interesting because she was on an interview on Instagram, obviously, because a lot of people post stuff on Instagram these days. And she said that she would love to work with the Muppets, so maybe she's in the Miss Piggy movie. Oh, let's see. Did she give a little spoiler away? Oh, let's see. That'd be fantastic because she also admits that she loves the Muppets as well. So let's see what they decide to do. Ooh, very juicy stuff here. Let's see what they decide to do with this as well. Yeah, like I said, the Miss Piggy movie is early days, but let's see how people react to Miss Piggy here, and then they'll decide. Maybe they'll do the movie. So let's see. Also, Sabrina Carpenter here is giving me so much of Marilyn Monroe vibes. Oh my god. Even though Marilyn Monroe was a sex symbol at the time, I think Sabrina Carpenter is heavily, following in her footsteps, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to say that she's like Marilyn Monroe. I said that on Instagram. A lot of people agree with me on that. I'm not sure if you agree with me on that, but she's becoming the Marilyn Monroe modern day type of person, which I think is interesting. That because the way she dresses, the Hollywood hair. Very Hollywood, very vintage style that she's wearing here as well, because you see her in a blouse and it's very vintage. Like, oh, Sabrina Carpenter, you look fantastic, girl, as well. So yeah, so very giving, very Marilyn Monroe style-esque as well, which I think is very interesting as well, fascinating to see as well. I love this scene with Miss Piggy and Sabrina Carpenter. Sorry, I was gonna say Ariana Grande. What? Sabrina Carpenter doing like a really cool skit, it looks like it, and that reminds me of the infamous skit that they did with Miss Piggy back in the day. Oh, I can't remember her name. Who was on the Muppet show back then. Don't know her, but she did a really cool, iconic scene with Miss Piggy about doing karate, and obviously Kermit was in it as well. If you haven't seen the skit, it's really fun. Go check it out, because she uses Kermit as like a dummy, obviously, because she has like a plastic dummy and she has Kermit, so she pretends that Kermit is her dummy, obviously. Oh, so hilarious, so fantastic. So that kind of gives me vibes of what's going on here as well. So I really loved it as well. Really loved it as well. I need to see as well. And then you see Sabrina Carpenter. Now we don't get to see what she's doing here because of the quick trailer. So we don't know if she's performing or if she's doing like a comedy skit. Obviously, she's doing something there. Don't underestimate Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter can be very funny, like Ariana Grande, like in Wicked. In the first Wicked movie, Ariana Grande was hilarious. I didn't know she had that inside her too. So it's interesting. So don't count Sabrina Carpenter, because Sabrina Carpenter can be very, very funny, like Ariana Grande as well. So I wouldn't count her out just yet. So Sabrina Carpenter, I think, is going to be very funny in this skit, whatever she's doing as well. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on the Muppet Show. What do you think? If you have not seen the original Muppet Show, go check it out on Disney Plus. All 5 seasons, I believe, are streaming on Disney Plus. So if you have not seen it, go check it out as well. When I was doing a thumbnail for this, and my mum said, oh, because my mum didn't know they're doing a new Muppet special. Like, oh yeah, I'll watch that. So I'll probably watch this with my mum, obviously, when it comes out as well. So very exciting stuff here. So let's see if this attracts people's attention. Let's see if it becomes very popular. Obviously it will, but let's see if Disney can get this finally right with the Muppets as well, as intended. So that's all good time, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to Miller's Mixed Media, guys. And also hit that notification bell to get more updates when I upload videos as well.